Hello everybody, this is Kazm Vulfhart, aka King Kazm, whatever you want to call me. Uh, I apologize for my voice, I am a little under the weather, but I will be doing my best to keep going, because I want to. Last episode where are we? Oh yeah, we fought a slowpoke, caught it, named it a name. We traveled through the wild area, almost bit off more than we could chew, before going to the Isle of Armor, and now we are in Woodstock. I was asked by a friend to give a little bit of a basics for Pokemon, so I'm gonna do that real quick. So for Pokemon, you obviously have, here's your Pokemon. You got the name, you got the type, and then the experience, you got the level. All of this is determinant on how effective they will be in certain battles. Types are basically, so for example, bug types, they are really good against dark types, they are really good against psychic, and one other type, grass. Now, types can come in a variety of combos. Give me a second. I'm trying to avoid coughing. There are 18 of them, and I'm pretty sure most of the combinations have been achieved, with I think only maybe anywhere between 3 and 10 not being combined. The type advantage, we got a chart for it that we can use, but with a little bit of effort and practice, you will be able to learn all the typings and what they're good against. Although, don't sweat it if you don't. I sometimes have trouble remembering. And I've been playing Pokemon since it came out. 1 second. Also, I'm trying a new setup with my mic. I'm hoping it's a little bit clearer than what it used to be. And you'll be able to pick up my voice regardless of where I'm looking. I noticed that was an issue in the last couple of videos. Here are our stats. There are 6 of them: HP, attack, special defense, and speed. Whenever you are using a physical attack, which you will be able to see what it is based on like that little symbol in category. If you use a attack, more often than not, the defense will be what is used to calculate the amount of damage you take. The damage is taken away from your HP. Special attack is the same, but for special defense. The higher special defense you have, the less damage you'll take from special attacks. And the higher your special attack, the more damage you'll deal with special attacks. Speed basically allows you to move before your opponent. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Depends on the move you use, the build you want for your Pokemon. It can get complicated, but since this is a basics, I'm not going to worry too much about builds. Ability. Every Pokemon has an ability. Some are good, some are bad. It's all dependent. And basically, what it determines is extra features in the battles, or sometimes in the open world. So, for example, Compound Eyes, my Pokemon has better accuracy, which means moves that would normally miss don't miss as often. Swarm powers up bug-type moves when the HP is low. This will block additional effects of attacks taken. So, for example, if a Pokemon were to hit me with, he's got higher speed than special attack. Sorry, ADHD. So, if he were to take an attack that would deal damage and also burn me, I have less. I avoid that, the burn. As you can see, one stat is red, one stat is blue. That is determined by nature, as you can see in the upper line. The blue wording is modest. That is determined on what stat will grow faster. Each nature, except for I think 5 or 6 of them, will give a boost to one stat and a detriment to another. Normally, you want to try and get one where the detriment isn't something you want to worry about. For example, since he is a special attacker, Modest boosts his special attack while taking away his attack. Since he's not really an attacker, physical attacker anyways, that doesn't matter to me, so Modest is the best nature for him. Moves. Most Pokemon can learn a wide variety of moves as they level up, but you can only select 4 out of that entire list. Sometimes it gets a better version of a move, or sometimes the move will deal more damage. So basically, for basics, you got a special attack, which is the bullseye ring. You got a physical attack. Give me a second. There we go. You got the star right there. That's basically physical attacks. And then you have the yin yang symbol, which is status attacks. So, well, since he has all 3, we'll use Jelly Bean. So, physical attacks will use the attack stat. Special attacks will use the special attack stat. And status attacks don't use a skill or a stat per se. What they will do is they will provide some form of debuff or buff depending on what the move is. Like, for example, String Shot, it's going to harshly lower my opponent's speed by 2 stages in battle. That means that it will move slower. There are 6 stages up and down in battle for a stat. 1 moment. I'm trying to cough away from my mic. It's difficult. Anyways. I will get to stages in a moment. As you can see, each move has power and accuracy. As an example, status moves don't have power, but they do have accuracy. Some status moves don't miss, some status moves do miss. It's all dependent. On that, the closer you are to 100, the more likely your attack is going to hit. There is a secondary stat called Evasion. Only a few things affect that. And it's basically evasion versus accuracy. Like I said, only a few moves and abilities will affect this. You have power, which is how strong the attack is. Once you use the attack, there is a calculation that the game does where it will take the power of the move, the stat that it uses, and run that all in the system. Take into account the opponent's defenses and abilities and statuses, and that will be the damage you take. That's about it in terms of individual Pokemon. So, moving on, as you level up as you battle with your Pokemon, shut up, I want to play. Stop talking. As you level up in battle, or use items, your Pokemon have a potential to evolve. Each Pokemon will usually evolve at different levels, or require something unique in order to evolve. For example, Onix right there, he has an evolution form, but you need to trade him while he's holding an item. But for this run, I'm not going to be worrying about that too much. Maybe if I want a Scizor. So to give an example, one moment. I apologize. I'm hoping this is only going to be like a day or two. I saw a shiny. Where was it? Did I not see a shiny? I thought I saw a shiny. I'm hoping the sickness is only a day or two. I'm going to sound like crap for this recording session. I apologize. I'll probably lower my mic volume so you guys don't have to suffer from the coughing. Grar. Was that a Charizard? That was a Charizard. Where was I? Oh yeah. Not stats. Levels. Levels, as your Pokemon level up, they will get access to new moves. Their stats will increase. Some stats increase better than others. Overall, it's not too complicated. Stop talking. Let me play. Please. You're almost as bad as Sun and Moon's tutorial, which is the entire game. That's a nice little elevator thing, but I feel like people are just going to get flung off. Hello, Mr. Pokeball guy. You give me Pokeballs. Give me. I wanted this. I think I'm about to have a battle, so I'm going to see if I can go to this route to the left and train. I cannot because these punks are blocking me. So I'm going to go to the wild area and train a bit. And while I'm training, I will explain more stuff to you all. I know a lot of you are well versed in Pokemon, but there are some people out there who are not. And this is for those people. I would like to be able to reach out to a lot of different people, and if a person hasn't been able to play a Pokemon game or hasn't had an interest in playing a Pokemon game until now, I'd like them to have a little bit of basics. Evolution. Evolution is basically the Pokemon will get a new form, they get stronger, their stats take a massive buff. Permanent buff. And overall, they're just usually better. It's dependent on what you evolve into. Some Pokemon will take a massive stat hit. You are not something... No, wait, you're fighting. I can fight you. Wow! What's your level? Sunlight is harsh. Oh, you're level 15. I might die. It leered at me. So, okay, since we're in battle, I'll show you what I mean. I'll talk to you about the stages. So, stages basically determine whether or not you deal more damage, take less damage, take more damage, or deal less damage. So, for example, it lowered my defense. Ow! Let me run. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I found out that the wild area is not a great place to train Pokemon. At least not yet. I'll worry about it later. Shut up, Mudbray. By the way, there are... Hey, Vulpix. By the way, there are well over 1,000 Pokemon now. If you do not know their names, that is perfectly fine. Call them whatever you want. Like I call Squovent Devil Squirrel. I know what its name is. I hate it to high heaven. You're a nightmare. And I will always call it Devil Squirrel. Hi, Bunnelby. Hi, Diggersby. But anyways. What other basics can I go over? So the main goal of a Pokemon game is to... Well, there's multiple goals. So for example, my goal for this game is to beat the game, the main story, and some after story. End game stuff. With bug-type Pokemon. Some people will play the game as normal, without any, restrictions or anything like that. And they'll play till they beat what is called the Elite Four. Which is a group of 4 trainers and I feel like Porky Pig. A champion. But overall, other people will use the game to collect all the Pokemon that are in the game that are available. That's called completing the Pokedex. Usually you get nice rewards out of it, like, oh, a shiny charm that makes a shiny Pokemon easier. Shiny Pokemon. Let me touch on that real quick. Shiny Pokemon don't do a thing for the game, but give you a cooler color scheme 9 out of 10. 9 times out of 10. Yes, please. Dottler is at 1 HP. I don't like that my Shiitake Mushroom is at 1 HP. I'm going to go back. And there's a little Witcherist. Something I will touch upon slightly. It's not something I'm too worried about in my game through, and if you are playing the game for the first time, it's not something you should worry about either. Unless you know what you're doing. EV and IV. IV is called inherent values. A Pokemon, when you first catch it, or when you hatch it, that is what the values for the stats, how well they grow, is randomly generated. So it's very hard to control it. There are ways to control it, and there are ways to make it better. But that's not until late game. So basically, that's a roll of the dice. It's not something you really need to worry about unless you're being competitive. Effort values, EVs, those you have much more control over. So, for example, Squovent, I'll look it up because it will just be easier to talk about it if I didn't type in what I needed to. Okay, so Squovent. This Pokemon gives, as soon as I find it, this Pokemon gives HP points. So if I were to kill a certain number of it, it's going to be an easy experience. Come here. Let's just use Zigzagoon as an example, since I wanted the easy experience. I apologize that I sound like death. Now hang on a tick. I'm looking at the Hoenn. What? What? Okay. Don't do this to me, game. Or computer. Okay, so he will give me speed points. So if I kill 4 of him, I will get 4 speed points, which will give me 1 speed stat. And that's literally just how EV training works. Is you will, Jellybean leveled up. Is you kill a certain number of Pokemon, your stat increases for that stat that Pokemon drops. It's not a value you can look up until, in this game, late game. But that's basically the long and the short of it. It's not something you need to worry about until you are doing endgame stuff or you are playing competitive. And even competitive players, they have to get to the end of the game to get what they want. 9 times out of 10. String me and level up, damn it. I think that's basically the basics for Pokemon. If I remember anything, I will chime in and talk about it. But that's pretty much the long and the short of it. Damn, I wanted to say Alonzo to start this off with, but between being sick and wanting to talk about that, my brain said no. String beans evolving, yay! I get something to literally beat the shit out of my opponents with. It is waiting for the moment to evolve. At this stage, it can only harden, so it remains motionless to avoid attack, until I use it as a bat. I will train against you. I have to hydrate. And you're dead. Get wrecked. So I think what I'll do is I will train my Pokemon up to level... If I train them up to level 15, it's going to take me forever. So it might be a couple videos of training. And I don't know how you guys feel about that, but at the same time, this is my video and I can do what I want. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! I will say some moves have special abilities, other moves don't really have anything special about them, they just say, I hit hard, go burr. Oh, I also will point out, in older Pokemon games, you're not going to have this level of choice in what you run into. This was only a thing that happened in this game and in Scarlet and Violet. One moment. Every now and again I get this tickle in my throat and I just gotta cough. But normally what'll happen is you'll run through the tall grass and it will be a random encounter. Which is both good and bad. Oh no, wait, they had the open world thing in Let's Go too, so, and I think that came out before this, or around the same time. Come here. Oh, there is another thing. It's kind of basic, but it's not really anything we need to worry about right now. Pokemon breeding. You take two Pokemon that are of the same... Ow! You take two Pokemon that are of the same, egg group, which you'll need to look up online, and you put them in the breeder, with opposite genders. They give an egg. The egg is always the mother, or whatever the mother was. And then you run around and it hatches. And then that's how you work to get, like, shiny Pokemon, better EV, IV Pokemon, all that fun stuff. So yeah, that's a fun time. Man, I am taking the mic well away from my face, and it is still picking that up, like, wildly. Oh god. Well, on the plus side, when I edit this for you guys, you won't hear the initial volume of the cough. Although I may have to figure out how to do individual... I'll level with y'all. My version of editing is literally going in, playing the video with three separate things. So I got the two sounds, my mic, and the game audio. And then I got the game itself playing in the software I use, which I use Vimora. And it sometimes makes the game audio louder than my mic, so I have to turn my mic up and the game audio down. And it's usually for the entirety of the video. Because while I want you all to hear the audio for the game, I don't want to feel like I'm speaking over it and you guys are struggling to hear me. So I'll put my audio a little bit higher. But that's literally all I'll do. I don't really know how to do separate audio, which I will figure out to do probably later today when I wake up after resting. I'm going to try and do 3 videos. I may only do 2 today. No, I'm gonna do 3. I'm gonna power through this. Because I wanna post a video a day. I really do. And I don't know if I'm gonna feel worse later today or better. I won't know until I actually wake up. So while I am capable of cognitive thought, and I'm not dealing with fever, you spawned in the middle where there's no grass. Why you do this? Stop it. But while I am cognitive and still able to form semi-coherent sentences, I am going to record. That way I won't be forcing myself to record if I feel worse. News for my channel. I'm currently at 8 subscribers, which is great. I love every single one of my subscribers. I will be figuring out how to use OBS to record Destiny 2, and I'm gonna see if a windowed version of Wild Hearts doesn't freak out when I tab out of it. The only reason I will tab out of a game is because I am concerned that the game or the OBS will stop recording for some reason. I'm not as well versed in it as everybody else who's currently using it. I'm trying my best to get the handle on it. I'm saying a lot. This is a nice lake. Can I fish right now? Oh yeah, I can fish right now. I got bored. Wait, there's a shiny. I saw a shiny. I know I saw... Yes, I saw a shiny. It's a repel. It's mildly useless in this game. Wait, evil. I mean, naked. Damn it. I got a cough. I really hope that that's not too bad for you all. I won't know until I start editing, which probably either won't be until later today or tomorrow. I'll have to edit later today because I only have 1 video coming out today and I need to build backlog again. It didn't last long, yet. I'm still working on it. Is there an item back here? Yes, there is. I found a secret. I found payback. Finally, I can get revenge on all those who have wronged me. All, like, maybe 10 people who I don't even interact with anymore? What am I doing with my life? That Wonzy? See that? I need to go to a Poké Center and heal. Yeah, sorry that this video has just been nothing but, like, experience gain and me babbling about, well, not babbling, but informing about Pokemon basics. But like I said, I was approached by somebody who didn't understand the game, but wanted to. And so, I figure if one person wants to know, a lot of other people will want to know. So I explained it to the best of my abilities. However, I will say this: if somebody has, excuse me, thank you. If somebody has more that they are willing to add, please go ahead, leave it in the talk in the comment section. As long as you're civil, I will gladly accept any comments. I really encourage interaction with, you know, between me and my viewers and my viewers and my viewers. because that's important. That's how a channel grows and a community is built, and I'd rather have a community than just, you know, me talking to a screen. So I'm going to heal. And then I'm going to save. So that was this episode. Thank you all for joining me. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you like the video and want to see more. You all are the main reason I will be able to grow as a YouTuber. Dogs are going crazy. Poppers, why are you going crazy? Stop it. Stop it. Ha, I can still do my stop it. But anyways, I will be signing off here. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and bye-bye.